Today, I'm going to talk about the fact that targeted individuals can't join together and fight back as a group or even locate one another because of government counterintelligence program. Counterintelligence being used to keep targeted individuals isolated and discredited. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a red flag right here. And then I'm going to go into the information, very good information. This is the red flag right here. Okay, so you got somebody running a group, and this happened recently. You got somebody running a group for 3 or 4 months. They disappear. This dude comes in place, boom, and he's down in everybody's posts and everybody that comments. I think one person commented on honeypots, and he put under there, all you do is complain. I got my whole life back, blah blah blah, and you're a complainer, and all you don't bring nothing to the group but complaining. And by the way, honeypots are very rare. Just down and down and down it. Okay, so everybody gets on his trail. And he's been a group leader about 6 months, but he's down in everybody. Everybody finally gets on his trail. So then what he does is he starts a new group and gives a reason why he's leaving that group, some poor excuse. And then the one that just disappeared out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, automatically shows up. Oh, they were hacked. Well, if you were hacked, how you still got your same account? Okay, and listen to this. Okay. And then the same person is, will be, I've noticed what they do is they will start talking and sharing all this knowledge about TI stuff. Some of it's a lot, some of it's good knowledge, and get all these new TIs and stuff sucked in. And then they'll throw stuff in there like, get rid of your surveillance cameras. They're targeting you. I mean, if that's not the most craziest idea I've ever heard. Or get rid of your cell phone. It's targeting you. Okay, get rid of your means of your communication and your surveillance where you can catch stuff because it's targeting you. Well, I hate to tell you, I've been all around the world in 2018, especially, and got targeted everywhere I went. Threw the cell phone away for 2 months and was still targeted. It does not matter. But if you catch what they're doing is they're throwing disinformation with information, and they're getting these new TIs, throwing cell phone away, taking their cameras off. Then one of them made the comment, and then this person, made a post about, all all targeted individuals are in training to be gang stalkers. That is not correct. I've been targeted for 11 or 12. I would never gang stalk nobody. And then I know a lot of targeted individuals that I've known since 2017, 18. They're not gang. It don't work like that. I'm sure there's a few that happens to, but that's not an everyday thing. So now you got all these new targets thinking, well, surveillance cameras are spying on me, and don't need to have my cell phone where I can call for help if something happens, or or get out of this isolation I'm in somehow, and I don't need to have surveillance cameras because they're, show what they're doing is they're blending real information, then throwing these little ideas out there to bait people in. I don't personally believe that target individuals are in training for gang stalking. That's total disinformation, which is put out there to make the new target paranoid of everybody, TI, and they can't keep them further isolated. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to read one Bible verse and I'm going to get into the information, very good information. Okay, look, it's Jude 1:19. These are sensual persons who cause divisions, not having the Spirit. And I'm talking about, the spiritual divisions in the Bible. That's what it's talking about. But I'm just saying that's a good example. These people have no conscience. So what they're doing is they're baiting you in, thinking they know, and giving advice to target individuals, posting real posts, real information, and then boom, they're throwing little ideas like throw your cell phone away. Your cameras are spying. They're one of the main reasons it's targeted. You better get rid of it. Oh, do this, do that, and totally screwing these new targeted individuals. Heads up. Okay, so here, targeted individuals can't join together and fight back as a group, or even locate one another because of government counterintelligence programs. Counterintelligence is being used to keep target individuals isolated and discredited. Fake news used with false flag events to target geopsych for memory management to deceive and manipulate sheepish masses. Entire New York Times article. Anyway, I don't have that article, so I'm not going to read them. The allure of fake news is therefore reinforced by its relationship to memory formation. And this is talking about, it's going to go into target individual groups, how to point them out, how to see who's fake and who's not. Well, most of it. Some of them are real slick. People are most successful to forming false memories for fake news that closely aligns with their belief system. Artificial superintelligence uses chatterbots to generate fake news. Artificial superintelligence technologies are collecting and cataloging all types of data from social media to influence and drive a person's decision-making process as that person formulates his or her thoughts and prepares to act or speak. This data includes audience data, operational data, content data, etc. about the victim. It's called metadata. Artificial intelligence captures metadata together with a person's interactions with friends, family, to build user profiles that are in turn used to deceive and manipulate that person with an AI-enabled feedback loop to determine what that person can maintain as truth. Pseudo-independent advocates are used to control, infiltrate, and manipulate information and to warp online discourse and online activism through disinformation, lies, and misinformation, half-truths, and misdirection, cyber theater, by engaging in cyber offensive tactics against those who try and expose the truth. And by the way, another thing that happened to me, somebody was trolling my post. Every time I would put something, some information, they would downplay what I say in a comment, or they would throw doubt on my reputation and all that. And I called them out about it. And then they were talking down about the CIS Tech lawsuit, which they know nothing about, but they were doing that to discredit the lawsuit and discourage target individuals from even checking into it. And as far as I know, that and can see that lawsuit's legit. So anyway, when I called them out on it, they started a whole argument, and boom, I'm talking back and forth, exposing, because I've done took screenshots of everything that was said. I got proof, and boom, I get shut out, kicked out the group, and then I can't explain myself or nothing. So, that's how they operate. They do not want somebody that can see through their stuff. They don't. Okay. Government monitors and manipulates internet communications of real space groups and covertly infiltrates online communities with informants and perpetrators turn into provocateurs to sow dissension and disseminate false information. Okay, with mind control technologies, the objectives are not only to sow dissension and disseminate false information, but to cognitively infiltrate activist groups for purpose of training, research, and development, and to discredit anyone who speaks out that is happening using disinformation and misinformation, and of course misdirection, cyber theater, to prevent a credible online source from developing. It's done to disrupt credible information from credible sources spreading to the general public or legitimate victims. This is accomplished by sending covert perpetrators and informants into chat rooms, online social networks, real space groups, etc., to spread false and damaging conspiracy theories and stuff so fanciful and fantastic in nature they cannot be believed. Government perpetrators and informants will inject into such groups and communities and begin directly and indirectly discrediting the targeted individual community with misdirection tactics, using the fanciful and fantastic things such as evil aliens. Whether one believes in evil aliens is not the point, because most people don't believe in evil aliens. Then they automatically equate mind control atrocities of the government as being false as well. This tactic relies on the average person's use of binary thinking and the tendency to generalize a single sample point provocateur, to a whole group of people, target individual. Psychology and social scientists have now been weaponized to not only discredit, but shape and control how online activism and discourse unfolds of the internet and things. Government informants and perpetrators turned into provocateurs will create or infiltrate targeted individual support groups to accomplish this. And then when those control groups become suspect or exposed or compromised, Then the perpetrators will slowly begin to break away from the older control groups and start new groups. This is a red flag to identify perpetrators and informants in the online community. It's online indicator of deception and manipulation. The story I told you before I started this video is exactly what happened. And also, listen, so there's not only that way, I just said, talking about aliens are doing it and all that, just to make anybody who takes a look at the group like, oh gosh, really? And then they want to discredit anybody who ties anything to the government. But listen to this. Like I was telling you before, you got to remember, you got to watch these people who post information constantly posting. I'm talking about chronically posting information, just showed up out of nowhere. They're constantly posting information. A lot of the information you know to be true, but if you watch, they constantly giving bad advice, leading these targeted individuals astray, the new ones. They're building relationships of them because these new targeted individuals, they're posting all this real information, and boom, these targeted individuals start reaching out. But if you sit back and watch, look at the comments they comment under people's posts. Sit back and watch. They throw stuff like, oh, I got rid of my cell phone. It worked. Come on now. They do not need your cell phone. Can they use your cell phone? Sure can. Or throw away your cameras. They're spying on you through them. I hate to tell you, they don't need that to spy on you. And why would you throw away your cameras? I'm telling you, that stuff is wrong advice. And then putting in new target individuals' head, oh, everybody becomes a gang stalker. The target individuals is a training for gang stalkers. And it says this is a false red flag to identify perpetrators when people start getting on their trail and they break off and start new groups. Yeah. Okay, it's an online indicator of deception, manipulation. Withdrawing oneself from an online community because one believes that community is somehow compromised or corrupted is one thing, but to do so by the simultaneous creation of a new group in process of breaking away from the old group is a clear calling card of obvious deception and manipulation. Those engaging in such simultaneous activities are almost certainly government perpetrators. For mind control technology to be effective, they must keep their victims inside a controlled environment. The CIA, DIA contractors cannot allow their victims to engage in a pattern of random or chaotic situational and conversational scenarios unchecked because it disrupts their technology by disrupting the verification process. Without verification, there can be no mind control. It simply cannot exist. Every response of the victim must be verified. U.S. government employs teams of pseudo-independent advocates to cognitively infiltrate online groups and communities as well as rules-based groups. In other words, the American shadow government is preempting the fact that by weaponization of information, using the word conspiracy theorist, narcissist as trigger words to redirect people from reality. As it continues, it's never ending. So just watch out for that in these groups, because this dude Ryan, he worked at CIS Tech. I've talked to him a couple of times. He's serious about helping targets. That's from what I see. And I've talked to him like over 3.5 hours altogether. Okay, and he's got a website and all that, and so so you got other lawsuits that are jealous of his lawsuit and just sending people just to destroy it, man. There's no need for that. I mean, who cares who wins what lawsuit or who gets what stopped, which I think is impossible. But I'll still support, Ryan, because from what I see, he's a good dude. Okay, but what I'm saying is, who cares? As long as somebody gets justice, who cares? But anyway, what they're doing is they're causing group division. They will come in and cause division. They will cause arguments. They will put everywhere that a real target individual is a perp. They'll cast doubt in the group that somebody's a perp. And they do all this to keep division, keep it going, and cause all kinds of division. And that's why we can't unite. Because we got paid government trolls. And I have a video I'm going to post. Where this girl breaks it down and proves that there's government trolls hired to do this. They're hired. That's their job, to sit all back all day on Facebook, acting like the real deal and throwing dissension, division, and everything everywhere. So, I mean, that's up to you. I can give you the stuff to look out for, but if you fall for it, you fall for it. If somebody tells me, oh, so and so is a perp, okay, I don't care if it's my girlfriend or who tells me that. I will check it out for myself. It's a deadly game of deception. I will sit back and watch and make my own judgment. I'm not taking nobody's word for nothing. And that's what you should do. Come to your own conclusion. Watch that. Now, they show me evidence and say, like somebody, I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, well, maybe they took a break off. I was telling somebody, maybe this person took a break off Facebook for 6 months and now I took a break and is a paid perp, took a 6-month vacation from Facebook, the Facebook part of it, and now it's back. And that same person 5 minutes later put on a post, what would you, if you got a break, would you take a break from Facebook? Posted that 5 minutes after I said that. So anyway, now if somebody shows me evidence like that, physical evidence, yeah, I'm gonna believe it. But I'm just saying, there's deadly games of deception going on around here. They want to create division. They don't want us real target individuals getting together. It's been like that since 2018. And that's how long I've been in the social media TI community. And I try to keep my distance from these groups now. Sure, there was a time I was active. I'm in groups, but I'm not as active no more because I see all the division, all the people, calling perps, raising suspicions, I just don't get into that. I will sit back quietly, peep out who I need to peep out, block at will and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that stuff. It is good to know who the perps are. Yes, it is. And get word to people when you find out, but you got to have evidence when you go showing people, or they're going to turn it around and say you're a perp for trying to get, this whole thing is a mind blank. And I'm not going to say it because I don't like using that kind of language. But what I'm saying is, man, do you not realize how much trouble? I mean, these perps and these paid informed, they go to whatever means necessary to keep us from coming together. So I don't know when we're going to stand up and actually come together and see through everybody's BS, not fall for, oh, he's a perp, watch out, and get suspicious and then back off from this person. And then, you know what I'm saying? Sure, it's good to be cautious. Yeah, it's good to be cautious. There are perps everywhere. But real seasoned targeted individuals, we know better than that. And we also know we can come together if we need be. We could come together because we can point out perps. A real seasoned individual, target individual, can point a perp out from a mile away, usually. Now, we do get it wrong sometimes, too, because some of them can play the game good. Anyway, I'm rambling, and then I got to get ready for this emergency alert, which I really don't think nothing's going to happen. I really don't, okay? But I've seen Jade Helm, and like I said before, Walmart turning into, Walmarts are closing. Everybody was doing videos walking inside a naked Walmarts. They're turning them into DHS checkpoints for FEMA camps. You're going to go through there, get run through their process for FEMA camp. 2015. Jade Helm. Jade Helm, they're going to get martial law. Well, Jade Helm was more than martial law, and it wasn't going to go into effect then. And I didn't realize that because I was listening to some channel telling me, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. No, Jade Helm was an operation for this weapons, to test these weapons out in a martial law. They did these little operations where they did these control weapons and control. I was the test subject in Jade Helm, and I will tell y'all about that one day. Just remind me. But yeah, they heated me up, and it was a neuro weapon testing for martial law to see if they could keep people controlled. I will tell y'all about that. I guess it's a separate video anyway. So then I was convinced by this other YouTube channel that September 25th, 2015, 2015, to go pull all my money out of the bank because, they're going to crash, and only people with cash is going to have. So you really got to watch out. Now, am I saying this stuff can't happen? They don't have the technology to do what some of these people are saying? They got it. And I'm going to be prepared. But I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all no lie. I'm not expecting nothing. Okay, but I will be prepared because, you know, what some of these channels are saying could happen, possible. I believe it. Technology's there all day long, but is it going to happen today? I don't think so. Now, but I'm still going to have my stuff cut off, even though the reality of it is what I've learned is, you know, if you turn your phone off and then 3 hours later turn it on, the thing's still going to go through. I mean, it happens that way with Amber Alerts and weather alerts and stuff. So anyway, we're going to see. And as you can see, I'm doing a video today like this because I'm feeling decent today. I mean, I've been getting hit, but it's not near as intense. And probably now that I said that, it will be. So anyway, God bless every target individual. I hope y'all found this informative. Any questions, comments, please ask me. And be sure to like and tell people about my channel, man, because my channel, the whole reason for my channel was in 2015, if I would have had the information that I put out on these videos, the new well, I wasn't new, but I didn't understand what was going on. If I'd have it would have saved me heartaches, suicide attempts, stuff like that, and a lot of trouble. So anyway, God bless y'all. And I hope everybody is doing the best they can, because I know from the targeted individuals I've talked to, everybody's target is turning up worse, especially the frequencies. So anyway, God bless. Don't forget the cold towel in the freezer. That's my trick. It's the only thing I know to do. I've tried shielding and stuff, not saying that there's none out there that works some, but I know for a fact ain't none out there that works 100%. But yeah, towel in the freezer is my trick, and I love it. When I'm getting heated up, boom, I put it over my head. Oh, it works wonders until it melts. Anyway, God bless y'all. I hope y'all have a good day and stay safe.